Getting really pretty up here. Alright guys, as I said last week, I made plans to come up here and do Lake Blanche, the Millbee Fork South Trail, or Lake Blanche Trail. And so here I am. It's a Saturday morning, and I've never done this hike before. It's very, very popular. There's already a few cars down the trailhead. I'm sure I'll see some people today. But it'll be awesome, and I'm excited to get up there and check it out for the first time in the snow and the winter setting here. It's very popular all year around, though. It's very, very popular in the summer. So I'm also looking forward to hopefully getting up here again, maybe with one of my kids up here later this year as a father-child outing. So in the meantime, let's go check it out in the winter. I'm not lying about this trail being pretty steep right from the get-go. It's roughly 3,000 feet of gain in about 3 miles, or so I've been told. I didn't look that up to verify it, but certainly feeling like it already. But wow, the views are already opening up though here after a nice little stroll up through the trees along the creek here. Here's the view behind me now. Just made a switch back down around the creek down there. And there's down Big Cottonwood Canyon right there. And entering the Twin Peaks Wilderness, official wilderness area here. Well, you guys, I think I'm looking at Sundial Peak in front of me here. It's hiding behind some trees, but it's just now starting to come into view. Not 100% sure yet, but it's looking an awfully lot like it from the pictures I've seen. Again, haven't been up here before. Sundial Peak is largely what makes Lake Blanche such a popular hike. Just gives it a very picturesque backdrop. Here's a clearer view of the peak. Definitely Sundial Peak up there. And I believe we have to just gain this last little rise up here, and then Lake Blanche sits right back behind this hill that stands between me and Sundial Peak there. So maybe another mile, if that. You can see ski tracks coming down the slope here. Well, we're making our way up slowly but surely. It's getting really pretty up here. I'm not sure what peak that is, I forget. I'll have to look it up again when I get back. Just a little bit windy up here. Alright, we're about to hit Lake Blanche here in a minute. It's really windy up here. Just got a little bit of break from the wind, but it's gonna kick up here again. Alright, here we are. I'm at the edge of Lake Blanche here. The sun's starting to come out a little bit more. I'm gonna circle around and go check out Lake Lillian and Lake Florence, I believe they're called. Sister lakes over nearby here, if I can find them. So, not sure which one is which. Should have brought my map or downloaded a map. Of course, I was too excited to get up here and do this. Didn't take time to do that, so oh well. We'll go find him though. So here we go. think Lake Lillian or Lake Florence sits right here. One of the two, I don't remember which. So I just snowshoed across Lake Blanche here. My way across. So that'll almost back out. Looks like somebody skied down the base of the slope right below Sundown Peak here. See the little tracks right there. All the way up to the peak. Making my way back down now. Really pretty up there around Lake Blanche and Sundial Peak there. Can't wait to come back when the snow's all melted to explore around some more up there, but it was sure fun throwing the snowshoes on and getting to splash around in the snow a bit across the lake and around the hills above it. Wish I had more time to linger around, but then again, I don't know if I do because it's windy up here. Really cold blast of snow in the face every now and then. Almost got knocked over once. It was that gusty, so I'm kind of excited to get back down and get down into the trees and get out of this wind. So yeah, here we go. Back down we go. Made it back down into the trees now, out of the wind, and jacket's back off, snowshoes are off, spikes are back on, and should be a fairly easy stroll back down. Don't have to work nearly as hard going down as it did coming up. It's quite a climb up some of the parts of the trail. Still a bit breezy up here, but the wind is broken up a lot better with the trees around here, so good hike. Closing in on the end here. When I started, I was like the 5th car here. And now look. It's all the way up and around. This concludes my hike to Lake Blanche. Back at the trailhead now, side of the road. So many more people I saw going up as I was coming down. When I was going up, I got passed by a group of 3 or 4 runners, and when I got to Lake Blanche, right behind me was another group of 3 or 4 backcountry skiers that were skinning their way up to the upper slopes up above the lake, going up for some fun. That's all I saw for a while, and I felt like I had the lake to myself after they passed. And now it's warmed up. The clouds have thinned out and cleared out. The sky's mostly all blue now, and everyone's heading up. Don't know if it's going to be still pretty windy up there or not. Imagine it's a lot warmer now with the sun out though. Speaking of all the people I saw going up on my way down, it's quite amazing. Probably saw about 50 people out of at least a dozen groups, if not more. And about half of them were not dressed at all for hiking in the snow or winter. They were wearing low top sneakers, if not, and some were even just wearing like slip-on shoes that slip off real easily if they got stuck in a slush pot, and shorts, low cut socks, t-shirts, looking like they're not going to go very far up, because even with the sun out, it's no place. Lake Blanche up there is no place to be hiking without some snowshoes and at least some spikes and other gear up there. So if it's windy up there, I'm sure they'll be turning back real fast. So it gets real steep up there too, so some of those shoes, I don't see how some of the people with their footwear is gonna make it up the steeper parts, but I guess they'll work at it. Yeah, so coming back also, that the sun coming out, heating up the snow, it's gotten a lot softer and slushier, and glad I kind of went up earlier when the snow was colder and more compact. A lot easier to tread over it with my spikes, where the spikes don't do much good when that snow gets super slushy. So a lot more work on the feet and ankles to stabilize yourself in the slushier snow as well. So anyways, time to get back in the car and head on down to town for some lunch and back home. It's a good hike. Really glad I did it. It's really beautiful up there despite the high winds and the clouds. Be nice to go back up there another time with bluer skies and be able to hit it in the afternoon sometime when the sunlight's hitting it from the other direction, and maybe even stay a night up there sometime. So be a beautiful place to wake up to. In the meantime, if you like this video, if you like my channel, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and like the video, and keep putting them out, hopefully. So until next time, have a good one.